Welcome everybody to event 15 of the Impact Club of Cape May County. This is our July event. Our next event will be in October. So far in our little over 3.5 years, we have raised over $170,000 for our local Cape May County charities. After this event, we should be somewhere around $180,000 plus. Our three charities we have speaking at this event are the Branches Outreach Program, Habitat for Humanity Cape May County, and Starfish Equine Rescue. After you watch these videos, there will be a link in your email. You better click on that link and you can go vote for your favorite. After the voting takes place, it'll be about a 24-hour window. Once this video gets released, you'll have 24 hours to vote. After the votes are counted, we will announce who gets the big check. As usual, we will give $1,000 to the two charities who didn't get the big check. So enjoy the first video from the Branches Outreach Program.
My name is Sandra Lockhart, and I'm the director of the Branches.
And my name is Terry Massioni, and I am the administrator of Branches. Thank you so much for the privilege of telling you about Branches and our mission to serve the homeless and marginalized of Cape May County.
Until COVID became our new reality, we were serving breakfast and lunch to as many as 60 people a day. Bag lunches were always available to take at the end of the day. Folks could shower at Branches and get a clean change of clothes. Personal care products were in good supply for those who needed them.
We have 5 client advocates where they are available to assist with a multitude of issues. Among them, housing, doctor's appointments, court dates, negotiating the social service system, and rehab placement for those with problems with addiction. One of these advocates dealt solely with veterans' issues.
When COVID hit, we decided not to close our doors. We could no longer allow our guests to enter our building, but we were determined to continue to serve the most vulnerable among us. And so, instead of serving them inside of Branches, we decided to take Branches out into the community. What has always set Branches apart is our willingness to think outside of the box and to go the extra mile.
We already had a mobile food ministry in partnership with Our Lady of Angels Church. So we decided to expand our outreach. Right away, local school districts began supplying us with families that were in need of food. And so we began delivering food boxes wherever they were needed.
At the present time, we are delivering on a weekly basis to 2 local motels where families live. We respond to phone calls from folks throughout the county who have run out of food and don't have the means to purchase any. More and more folks are coming to our door asking for something to eat because they are hungry. We make weekly visits to visit our Branches regulars. They are always happy to see us and eager to tell us what is going on in their lives. Our mission has become personalized during this very difficult time for so many. Each person we visit not only receives food, but a sympathetic ear to listen and a caring voice to console. We would like you to know some of the things our traveling volunteers do. Every week, as stated, we visit the motels. Are you aware that whole families live in a single motel room? One woman in particular has 7 children. Some families have babies and young children. They often request diapers and baby food. If Branches is out of those items, our volunteers purchase them, often at their own expense, and return with them to the motels. Toys and crafts are passed out to the children on a regular basis in hopes of relieving the stress of being confined for so many months.
Through the generosity of the community, last year we were able to take 85 children and 1 parent each to the water park for a fun-filled day. Of course, we cannot do that this year. However, we are planning to have an ice cream truck visit both hotels this month. We will observe social distancing and wear masks and are hard at work planning outside activities for what we believe will be another fun-filled day.
That's the kids. They capture our hearts. However, there are others among those we serve that are vulnerable. Take Helen, for instance. She is a cancer patient, and prune juice is always a priority for her.
Mary and Richard live in one of these hotels. Richard is a quadriplegic and Mary is not only his sister but his caregiver. She is a person of limited abilities but is completely devoted to her brother. We were able to supply Richard with a wheelchair and facilitate the building of a ramp to make it easier for them to enter and exit their room. We make sure these special people always have food and whatever else they need to enhance their existence.
Many of our branches regulars are hunkered down in a rented room, waiting for the day when they can return to branches, to their branches family and the companionship of staff and friends. Some are suffering from depression and others are noticeably thinner. For those who have lost weight, Boost, a high-protein supplement, is provided. Marion comes to our door every week. She is caring for her 100-year-old mother. We give her adult diapers, wipes, chocolate pudding, not vanilla because Mom likes chocolate, and applesauce.
We are hopeful that sometime in the near future we will be able to open our doors to our guests once more. We look forward to expanding our programming. A literacy program is high on our to-do list. We would love to be able to provide an after-school tutoring for the children. We already have some dedicated teachers who can't wait to get started. We have lots of plans for the future. However, right now our mission is to make sure that the most vulnerable among us are cared for during this unprecedented time in our history. Our staff and volunteers are fully aware that they are placing themselves at risk by going out into the community. It is a risk that we are willing to take, all of us are of one heart and one mind, and the blessings that we receive on a daily basis are far more than we could ever give.
Thank you so much for listening to our story. It is a unique story rooted in our desire to treat everyone with dignity and respect, and to serve those who cannot care for themselves, and those who have fallen on hard times through no fault of their own, all of whom are our brothers and sisters.
Thank you, Branches, for all the great work you guys do in our community down now in Rio Grande, helping a lot of people, and great way to transition to adapting to the times. That's pretty cool. Our next video is from Habitat for Humanity. Enjoy.
Something as simple as hearing the name Habitat for Humanity has familiarity, but knowing that you hold the power to really change the course of somebody's life is why the name Habitat is before you today. The people we support in our community are hardworking, contributing neighbors and people you see every day when you travel about town. These are individuals who have typically lived in 9 to 10 places or more, not by choice, but due to the lack of year-round affordable housing in Cape May County. This is where Habitat Cape May steps in and builds more than homes. We fulfill dreams. These dreams are more critical than picturing yourself on a tropical island while napping on a summer afternoon. They are the answers to real dilemmas and issues that are faced every day. More and more families are priced out of the Cape May County market, yet we need people who require affordability in our workforce. They work in retail, teach our children, provide care in nursing homes, or maybe serve us our favorite meal. Impact on their lives may be in the form of escaping domestic violence, job changes due to medical situations, or family breakdowns that are barely survivable. Yet they still strive every day for permanent and stable living situations to lift them to the next level of security and sustainability. Our homeowner selection process is rigorous. They must be able to support an affordable mortgage payment and currently live in substandard housing. The partner family also shares in the building of their house. They are required to perform 300 hours of sweat equity, which raises their sense of ownership and pride in their home. They work side by side with volunteers constructing the building, but more importantly, building on awareness of what makes a community. This aspect of participation really sets the tone for the type of society that comes full circle. What it takes for us to build a home is funds and friends. I came to Habitat Cape May about a year ago, and along with an infusion of new board members, we have a renewed drive to do more faster. We are in the permitting stage of starting a second home for 2020, which is a powerful step forward. There is an applicant family on the horizon who has been steadfast about the selection process during the pandemic. I had a conversation with them as they were on their way to CHOP after receiving a COVID green light for 4 medical procedures needed for their daughter with special needs. Providing them with a hand up would mean her husband no longer has to carry their child, who uses a wheelchair, up and down the stairs, to and from her bedroom in their current rental. Not once has this family faltered despite the challenges they are facing daily. Their resolve to own a home is impressive. I also just met with a current homeowner when she stopped for a visit to discuss a job opening at our affiliate office. When asked why she was interested in changing careers, she paused and was completely still. She was overcome with tears and emotion, telling me she just wants to be able to give back and have a part in helping someone else with the same miracle she was blessed to receive, a permanent home for her family. Children are especially affected by Habitat. Orlando was a spunky 6th grader in 2012 when he stood with his parent in front of his family's new home. In 2018, he graduated from Cape May Tech as the soccer team captain and MVP and began his studies at Atlantic Cape Community College. This fall, he is on his way to University of Valley Forge for business administration studies. A gifted speaker and youth minister, Orlando has spoken about Habitat in the community. Habitat truly changes lives, he said. I know because it changed mine. I don't know if I'd be the person I am without Habitat. He is just one of the many children transformed by a home of their own throughout their lifetimes. All of us have been hit hard by the economic shocks of COVID-19. The world already was experiencing a housing crisis. The pandemic has revealed its extent and added to its urgency. Every one of us has been forced to deeply consider the fundamental importance of home, of having safe, decent, and affordable shelter. Habitat has connected people, helped our neighbors, and has been there alongside families as they fight back from adversity. We take action at every level for those among us who simply need a hand up. The support of Cape May County residents makes it all possible. The need of affordable homes for our community has never been more pressing. The words of Jimmy Carter sum up our work. We don't hand out anything at Habitat except for love and affection and equality and companionship. Thank you.
Great job, Sarah, and thank you for Habitat for Humanity. It's been a staple in our community for a while now, giving out houses or building houses for people in need. Our next video is from Starfish Equine Rescue. They have presented once before. Enjoy the video.
Hi, I'm Abby Revore, and I'm the founder and president of Starfish Equine Rescue.
I'm Kimberly Fenton, board member and volunteer here at Starfish Equine Rescue.
And my name's Becky Yank. I'm also a board member and volunteer.
Thank you so much to the Impact Club of Cape May County for inviting us back and giving us a second chance. Here at the rescue, we're all about second chances.
Our rescue is founded based on the Starfish poem, where we focus on rescuing one horse at a time.
Similar to the Impact Club, we learned quickly that alone we can make a difference, but together we could create a ripple of change that could be carried much further. We set out to rescue horses, and those horses brought us closer to neighbors, friends, businesses, nonprofits, and each other.
As we get to know each horse and learn their story, we get closer to members of our community and learn their stories as well.
Due to COVID-19, we are busier than ever due to the increase in abuse and neglect cases. Over 100,000 horses are sent to slaughter each year. There is no humane way to slaughter a horse. The transport trucks to Canada and Mexico alone is extremely inhumane and horrible. They are left without food and water, and they're crammed in the trucks really tight.
The USDA reports that 92% of these horses sent to slaughter are in good condition and able to live out a productive life.
We would now like to introduce you to Johnny. This is Johnny. Johnny is an off-the-track thoroughbred. He's only 5 years old, and after his last race in September, found himself owned by a kill buyer. He was extremely malnourished and super emaciated and had horrible hooves. We found him on an online ad, and we got him because not only was he in dire need because of malnutrition, but he was being sought after from underground racing in Louisiana, and we knew that he wouldn't be able to survive that. So we got him, and he has put on at least 300 pounds. His hooves are looking great, and he has a person that has been donating to him that we actually named him after her stepdad that passed away, that was a blacksmith at a Pennsylvania racetrack.
As you can see too, even though Johnny has had quite a troubling past, he definitely retrusts people and loves being around us. Even though we're in the business of rescuing horses, horses aren't the only victims. 20 people suffer from domestic abuse per minute. This means an average of 10 million people are in abusive relationships right now.
71% of these people report their pets being targeted also.
In 88% of confirmed child abuse cases, at least one instance of animal abuse has also occurred.
Our horses have lived through stressful situations, and in doing so have gained the ability to draw a direct line to people who have felt lost, broken, or insecure. We would like to share some of these stories with you.
Kyle was a student that came to us from Ocean Academy, which is Cape May County's high school with a lot of at-risk youth. These kids were coming to us for the last 3 years during school, 2 times a month. They were coming to learn about responsibility, learning how to cope with feelings, and learning how to have structure in their lives, because their lives really don't have any other than school. Kyle opened up to us once he was working with the horses, because he realized that they came through with a troubled past prior to coming into the rescue. And when these horses come in, we start them fresh with a new name, and Kyle couldn't believe it, because that's actually what he did for himself. Once he got a new family, he decided to change his name to start new.
Not only horses, but many people right now, due to COVID, are in difficult situations. People have found themselves without work, kids without school, and everyone without structure.
As we've watched connections between people and horses grow, we've been inspired to expand our reach and introduce a therapeutic equine program led by our very own behavior analysis.
Our goal is to use our Starfish rescue horses in individual and group equine therapy sessions for first responders, essential employees, at-risk youth, children and adults with developmental disabilities, and their families. With our main focus on mental health awareness and social-emotional learning, our rehabilitated horses have become the perfect partners in modeling healing and second chances.
Perfectly said by Winston Churchill. There's something about the outside of a horse that is good for the inside of a man. Thank you so much, Impact Club of Cape May County.
And we hope to see you soon.
Thank you, ladies. It's a great job you guys are doing with the horses and helping other people, helping people with the horses too. It's pretty cool. So that's all for our videos. Like I said, you will have a link in your email. You will have 24 hours to vote for your favorite charity. After those votes are in, we will count the votes and we will announce the big check on Saturday. Again, thank you for contributing. It's really appreciated, especially in these times right now. There's a lot of charities and people who could use our help. So thank you.